Welcome to G's K-Love Lounge, everyone. This is your spot for all things Korean, all in one corner. I'm your host, Uni Gwen, and welcome back to another beautiful Wednesday here at the lounge. The lounge is opening up again, and I have an episode ready. And if you happen to like what you're listening to but haven't joined the Uni crew yet, go ahead and hit that button to get notified whenever I drop an episode. And I also want to give a special thanks to the 8 countries that I have reached. I'm very shocked that my episode is being played in those countries. We've got Mexico, Puerto Rico, we've got Canada, England, even South Korea. There's 8 countries in total that are currently listening. And I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. Not gonna lie, this podcast world has been a learning curve for me, and it still is during this time. For this 10th episode, I was wondering what direction I wanted to go into. But because I've been asked this question more than once, and the question is, what is the difference between American skincare versus Korean skincare? I just thought this is the perfect episode to dive into and get a little deeper into the information about different products, what I use, and share my routine when I have my skin acting up. And also want to inform everyone a little bit more about why Korean skincare is so good. And it's because of their philosophy and their ideas and what they stick to in the sense of how we take care of our skin in a totally different perspective. Like they are the opposite. But I'm hoping that you folks get something out of this episode. I hope you learned something new. And I've already done all the research for you. So all you have to do is just sit back, enjoy your latte, and listen with your ears. Are you ready? Let's dive in. And Uni Crew, you might want to hear this episode again, or you might want to get a notebook and take some notes, whatever works for you, because I'm going to be dropping in a lot of info. So just want to give you a heads up before I go ahead and start. I am going to be talking about 6 key points. There were 7, but this fourth one was on sunscreen. And I plan to do an episode in the future about sunscreen and all the different types of sunscreen that I have personally tried for my combination skin, what worked for me, and what I recommend. So that's going to be coming up in the future, but I just wanted to get a little bit closer to obviously summer because it's not summer yet. We're barely in when I'm recording this February. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming out in the future. Let's go into the very first key point, which is philosophy on American skincare. Now, American skincare have the philosophy of fix it and fix it now, which is like very problem focused, targets acne, wrinkles, dark spots after. That's the key word there, after they show up. And they also use strong actives. So they have this mindset of faster results. And this is not Amazon Prime. This is where American skincare and Korean skincare differ because Korean skincare focuses on consistency, being patient, not instant results. The Korean skincare philosophy is more into prevention plus long term skin health, focuses on keeping the skin barrier happy so that issues don't pop up as aggressive. Formulas are gentle, they have consistent care. So you've got to change your mindset because if you're wanting to get into Korean skincare and you're expecting results within the next day or the next few days, some give you that instant glow that you're looking for. But in all reality, this is a routine that we've got to stick to and kind of be a little religious with it, if I could be honest. So let's change your mindset and think fire extinguisher, which is American skincare, versus fire prevention system. If I can give you a different way of looking at how Korean skincare would fall into all of that. So I hope I didn't confuse you, but that actually helped me a lot to look at it in a different way. Let's move on to number 2. It's ingredients and strength. Now, American skincare has a higher percentage of actives that has like retinol, benzoyl, peroxide, AHAs, BHAs that can be more drying and irritating on your face. But Korean skincare, now they focus on lower percentages because they focus on layering products. So they have that soothing ingredient like snail mucin, they have centella, green tea, rice mugwort, Those type of ingredients focus on hydration, but they also calm inflammation. So K-beauty again, they think calm equals repair equals prevent. So keep that in mind, guys. For someone that's coming into Korean skincare, do not feel discouraged. Okay. Do not feel discouraged. I want to tell you that the benefits are going to come later. Okay, key number 3 is approach to acne. So, of course, American has the drying it out. We want to dry out those problems, those pimples. They also focus on spot treatments. And they think like this: acne equals the enemy. Hydration is not touched on here. Let's go into the Korean way of looking at it. They use balancing like oil plus water. They also treat the acne as inflamed skin, and hydration is part of acne care. And I'm telling you guys that when I used to use American skincare, I noticed from the get go that it felt like my skin was like the Sahara Desert and it was just quenching for hydration and thirst. Like I felt like all of my skin wanted was water and it would just like drink it all up just because of how much my skin was dried out by these like harsh skincare products that I used to try. It just felt like I was a crack desert that I used to see on what is that channel? National Geographic with all of those cute little animals scurrying across the desert. That was how I felt like my skin was on the surface. Let's move on to key number 5. Key number 5 is routine style. The American routine style is simple routines, cleanse, treat, moisture. So they have a convenient ritual, which is pretty basic. But the Korean routine style is customizable routines. So you've got layering light textures instead of having one heavy product. And the skincare is like self-care. It's not like a chore. Like people are happy doing this. They're happy taking care of their skin. They don't want to feel like it's another job. This is where you're enjoying the process. And also, the 10-step routine is optional. It's not a rule. Have you folks out there ever heard of the 10-step Korean skincare? If you haven't, I'm going to tell you what it is. Step number 1 is oil cleanser. Number 2 is water-based cleanser. Number 3 is exfoliator, which you do about 2 to 3 times a week. Number 4 is toner. Number 5 is essence. Number 6 is the serum slash ampule. Ampule I only use at night. Number 7 is the sheet mask, which is about 2 to 3 times a week. The number 8 step is eye cream. Number 9 is moisturizer. Number 10 is sunscreen, and that's for the AM only. And I want to tell you this: you do not need 10 steps in your routine. Let me repeat that one more time. You do not need 10 steps in your routine. If you have a good 3 to 5 steps and that's working for you, just keep it. Keep it that way. Because when you try to add something new and it's not working, what I recommend is to just keep this basic routine that you're doing right now and just keep that for like the next 2 weeks and then just add in a product slowly. Like if you're going to try to put in a stronger serum into your routine, I wouldn't even try that every single day. I would even just go like one day, skip 2 days, try it again, skip 2 days, and see how your skin is going to react with those other products, because the whole thing is to layer and layer right. In the beginning, did I think that the 10 steps was necessary? Sure. In my mind, I was new to Korean skincare when I started, and then I got really into it and I realized I don't need 10 steps. I felt like it was a lot in the beginning. Now I can just see why less is more. Right now, I don't even have 10 steps anymore. I do the clay masks once a week. If it's not in the beginning, it's at the end of the week, but I enjoy it and I think it works for me. We are on step 6. Wow, we got there fast. Okay, step 6 is beauty standards and goals. Americans think matte, oil-free, perfect skin. Cover it up with makeup. Koreans look at glass skin equals a healthy glow. Skin should look hydrated even without makeup on. That is important. I love the healthy glow versus looking caked. I don't want to look caked on with my makeup. I want my makeup to sit on smooth. And I've noticed that ever since I've been consistent with my routine, my makeup doesn't separate. That's very important to me. Number 7 step is price versus innovation. The American way, often expensive because it could become clinical. You might have to go to a dermatologist to get what they think is the best of the best out there, right? The products that you can only get from a dermatologist. So it must be good. It must be strong because nothing that you've tried on the shelves is working for you. So your next option is to go to a doctor. The Korean way is fast innovation, affordable but effective, and the trends respond quickly to consumer feedback. So if you've noticed, there's a bunch of trends like the YouTube shorts, Instagram shorts, and they're showing all these new products that are coming out, the tools that are coming out. And then you have instant comments, instant feedback, which is like, high. They have really high rated scores because products are showing us better results. I've noticed that a lot. The American skincare is aggressive, so the results are driven by treatment being like super heavy. And the Korean skincare is gentle, preventative, and they focus on getting the skin barrier stronger. That's what they focus on first. If you're having issues with your skin, you want to be using at least 3 to 4 products right now to get that skin barrier nice and strong. And once it becomes nice and strong and it can resist a lot more, that's when you want to start adding in like serums and other things that you want to try into your routine and like eye creams and etc. You want to make that skin barrier strong first because when you're adding other things, your skin isn't ready for that. Super, super important. And here's the important truths that I also wanted to add. I think everybody needs to know this. Of course, again, you don't need all 10 steps. And Korean skincare is about listening to your skin. I don't think as women, we don't do that enough. I know I never did. I will admit to it. I never really listened to what my skin was saying to me. Like for example, if I bought a new makeup and it was irritating my skin, I would still keep using it. If I switched to a different skincare that I thought this will work, it's just gonna take a couple of days and there was no results, I would still keep using it because in my head I thought I don't want to throw this product away I'm gonna use it because I spent my hard-earned cash on it. When in fact, it wasn't doing anything good for me and I was only making my face worse. So realistically, that was not a good idea. So let's think about the Korean skincare. Like I said, you want to layer light to heavy. That is another important thing. You want to start off with the products that have the least amount of strong chemicals and then build up your routine from there. And you can build up slowly. Okay. You don't have to do this fast. Take your time with this. See what works for you. Do your research. Figure out which products work best for your skin. And you'll find your routine that works for you if you just keep going in that direction. Now, a realistic everyday K beauty routine is about 5 steps for your AM, meaning your morning routine. And that's going to look something like this: cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer, sunscreen. Now, do I do this? Yes, I do. But I do leave out the moisturizer. If it's like really cold here in San Luis Obispo, like we just had one of the days this week at like 61 was the high, I'm not going to put on the sunscreen. I feel like I would rather put on the moisturizer because it's going to be a lot colder. I'm going to be outside. So I want that moisture for the whole day. When it is warm though, it's going to be like 74, 75. I do put that sunscreen on instead of the moisturizer because I love sunscreens that have that moisture and I don't feel like I need to add moisturizer. I feel like the sunscreen is all that I need. And even with that, I've noticed that my skin works better that way, especially when I put on my makeup because I wear makeup every day to school and it just works for me. It works well, goes on smooth, don't have like pimples every single day, which is nice. In fact, I don't even get the white blackheads anymore, which is caused from the sebum from your skin. Okay. And for the PM, you're going to have about 5 to 7 steps. Now, again, you don't have to do this right away. Build slowly. Oil cleanser. That's going to be like your Mayo or your Centella light cleansing oil. That's the first step. Then you want to go in with a low pH cleanser. Then you want to go in with a toner, essence, serum, moisturizer. Before I go into my acne routine that I want to share with you, I believe it's a good idea to do your own research. And I'm not saying like essay type of research, but look into the background of products and what benefits they have and read the testimonies of other users. This will help you decide if that product's going to work for you. I do it all the time. I love reading customer feedback on things that I'm curious to purchase. I always read the reviews because the users also tend to mention what kind of skin type they have, and that narrows it down for me a lot. Also, adult acne behaves differently. Remember, less is more. So, adult acne needs patience plus consistency, no harsh fixes. If you have an allergic reaction that looks like redness, irritation, flare up, the most common triggers is that you have too many actives at once. So you have something like retinol plus acids plus acne treatments. It can also come from overexfoliating, drying out products, fragrance or essence oils on compromised skin, damaged skin barrier, everything starts stinging at that point. So the acne isn't just acne anymore, it's acne plus inflammation. And your timeline to reduce the redness and irritation can come in days to up to a week. And then once your skin stops reacting, the ceramides, the panthenol, the snail mucin, light hydration that goes into your skin, your timeline repair barrier, it equals 1 to 3 weeks. And this is where people get impatient, but this step prevents that cycle from repeating. So, for someone in their late 20s, this approach works better long term. And Uni Crew, just an FYI, I don't test dry skin products or super heavy acne treatments since they're outside my scope, but I can still give you general tips and share what I've tried. Why? Because South Korea has hundreds of skincare brands. Each brand has multiple products per category. We're talking cleansers, toners, serums, sunscreens, moisturizers, masks, ampules, etc. So when you multiply brands times categories times product variations, the industry easily totals tens of thousands of unique products available globally. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Alrighty, Uni Crew, here is the first question. Do Koreans switch their whole routine when they break out? Nope. They reset, they don't panic. You want to follow this order: calm, strengthen, treat. Not panicking, not stripping, not regretting. I do a temporary reset. I do a gentle support. Then I slowly reintroduce calming products for my skin. I take a pause from the extra actives such as like retinol and strong acids. And I go to my rescue kit. So my happy skin lineup is different from the rescue kit. The rescue kit lineup is more like my acne routine that I'm going to go into. I don't completely throw away anything anymore and say, oh, this isn't working for me. I just switch it up when I need to. So the first product that I want to talk about on my acne routine, which I do either Sunday or Saturday, I think I've already said that a couple times. Bring Green Tea Tree Sika Pore Clay Pack. I love this. I use it once a week and I let it dry for about 15 to 20 minutes. When I start feeling my face get tight, that's when I'll start washing it off with warm water. But I love this. It has a 40% tea tree Sika vegan clay complex. And what that is that it contains tea trees for oily and sensitive skin, and it helps eliminate facial impurities and imperfections, and it deeply cleanses the blackheads and the whiteheads, and it leaves my skin moisturized. I highly recommend this if you want to add an extra step into your acne routine. I bought this off of Amazon, so you can get it on there. It's rated a 4.5, and Bring Bring Green is the official in-house brand of Olive Young. I go to my low pH cleanser, which is my daily go-to, and that one is from Torridon. It's designed to be gentle on your skin barrier, and it has about a 5.5 in low pH, so it matches your skin's natural acidity. So it's going to cleanse your skin without stripping away the moisture, and it's good for sensitive and acne-prone skin. And it also contains hydrating ingredients, so you're getting a clean feel without irritation. I really like the cleanser. You don't need that much. It foams really fast and easy. I feel clean every single time I use it. So I highly recommend you look into that if you want. The number two step is the toner after the cleanser. And for my toner, I was debating between Bring Green Tea Tree Sika Soothing Toner and the Numbuzin number one Pure Full Calming Herb Toner. But ultimately, I went with Numbuzin. And what convinced me was it had a 4.8 rating and the fact that it has a few herbal extracts like chamomile and Centella asiatica. I wanted a toner that was suitable for acne-prone skin, especially because I break out at random times in my life. I use this toner a lot more when I need to keep consistent, at least 5 to 7 days to clear up my acne. And I am already at the halfway mark of my bottle. But yeah, no complaints. I love this toner. I highly recommend it to anyone that needs a toner for acne. If you have acne prone skin, I would not add in the beginning. I would add towards like 2 weeks of keeping like a basic routine and add that in little by little, like slowly, because you don't want to add too many things at once. I know this also comes in a toner pad if you don't want just the liquid in the bottle. I tend to just drop a little bit of drops in my hands and rub my hands together and just kind of pat that onto my skin. I don't really use a cotton pad to soak the cotton pad and then wipe, but there are toner pads and those ones are also highly liked as well. I bought this on the Olive Young website, so definitely check out Olive Young. You might actually find some things that you weren't even looking for, and some things might be on sale. You just never know, but I highly recommend to check out the website. The next thing I'm going to go into is the serum. I use a Purito Centella Green Level Buffet Serum. This is from their Wonder Relief line. But here's one thing that I did want to go into. They're going to have two different colors. Mine is more of a dark green package. This has a good size. I think it'll last you at least 2 months. It's rated a 4.7. It has 3,841 ratings. This is also an indie skincare brand, which means it's independently owned and it differentiates itself through sustainable practices like vegan formulas and strong community driven digital first marketing approaches rather than relying on massive corporate. My bottle looks like a dark forest green. The unscented look is a lime green bottle and it looks the same, but under the wording Wonder Relief Centella Serum, it says it's unscented. This contains botanical oils in some versions. It has barrier support, hydration, it has panthenol, peptides, niacinamide, sodium hyaluronate, ceramide, and it feels calming and it's hydrating. It has like a glowy finish. I really like this because it's lightweight, but it has that watery gel texture that absorbs quickly, and it is designed to calm redness and irritation. And it's good for sensitivity. So I really like this serum and I would repurchase this again. I don't tend to put on an ampule when my skin is acting up. And for the final step, we're going to move into the moisturizer. Now, this one is called the Anua 70 Plus. It's the Heartleaf 70 Plus with Hyaluron. And this one's enriched with Heartleaf. It's a mild lotion. It hydrates the skin and it leaves a non-sticky, lightweight finish. Those are the claims on the bottle. But this one literally has the best of both worlds because it's a combo. It's soothing and hydrating. The Heartleaf keeps inflammation down, but the hyaluronic acid boosts moisture. So you get that calm, hydrated skin all day, and it's perfect for daily use. And because of that, like to use this when it's cold, when it's a little bit on the colder side here in Slow. But also, it's great if you're trying to keep the acne prone skin happy and balanced. So you really can't go wrong with this one. I believe I bought this as a set with the toner because my daughter loves the Anua toner. And this one kind of just came with it as like an extra gift. And I got this one off of Olive Young, but I'm pretty sure you can get this on Amazon. And just letting you folks know, I know you guys can't see what I'm talking about, but I am going to have my products posted and updated on my Instagram at G's K Love Lounge. So if you're following me there, you'll see it on the day that this episode drops. I drop this early in the morning and my posts get scheduled early in the morning as well. So you'll see it as early as 6 a.m. And also, I'm going to have my Linktree link in my description of my episodes from now on. So if you want to read a little bit more about what the episode is about when I drop it, the link is going to be under the small paragraph that I write. Everything is under there. It's one click and it takes you to a little website that has all that good stuff. So look out for that. And Anua is a great brand. I love their products. My daughter does too. And if you're at this point now in the episode where you're kind of feeling overwhelmed, or if you already have your happy routine set already and you don't really know where to begin when it comes to your acne routine, if you need something like that, it's okay. I've already gotten one step ahead for everyone who wants to go in this direction. So if you don't know where to start, this is the best spot that I recommend to start. I recommend to go on Amazon and get the Bring Green Tea Tree Sika trial kit. The trial kit comes with 3 products, so 3 steps. And it's only $14.99 and it's rated a 4.5. It comes with a cleanser, a serum, and a cream. And the only thing that you technically are really missing is a toner. But like I said, I wouldn't be adding that until like the first full 7 days and then slowly adding it in. Just keep the routine basic in the beginning. But the Bring Green toner has a watery, lightweight texture and it sinks easily into your skin without feeling sticky or heavy. It is alcohol free, it's vegan, it's great as a daily toner. It gently exfoliates and smooths and contains AHAs and BHA type components. So it helps also remove dead skin cells and prep the skin too. So I would recommend to start there, but that is it, my friends. That is the episode. I am so happy we got here to the finale, to the end. But if you like this episode, please let me know. Give me a comment, give it a like, send me a DM. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I can't wait to talk to you guys again in the next one. Thank you so much, Uni Crew, for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.